Hi everybody, my name is Angela and this is Diamonds and Pearls. Today we are going to have a good old-fashioned WIP and chat. I don't know how long this will be. I don't want to make it too long. Anyway, I just thought I would go ahead and work on this small kit from Dreamer Designs. This was one of the free ones that I got for $14.99, which was the cost of shipping and handling. And I'm almost done with it. I've got to be honest, I enjoyed it maybe for the first three blocks that I did, but these last two blocks I've not enjoyed it that much, and I'll talk about that more in my post review. But I want to get this done, so I thought I would work on this while I give you all an update on what's been going on with me lately. So I'm gonna change the angle just a little bit and then we will get started. I do want to say real quick what I'm using today. I'm using a Forever Young tray, 3D printed tray, just the lid. I am trying out my new Praise V Do pen that I got from Amazon, and it's got twist-on placers. I have it loaded up with a glue dot in my single placer end, and for the 9-placer I have some art dot putty that came in this pretty tin. I've been using it and I do like it. It works great with ABs, and so I've been really enjoying that. And then I have my Diamond Art Club tweezers here in case I need to pick anything off. And I think that's about it. And I've got my drills here in this storage that I also picked up from Amazon a while ago. I think it's called Copaco is the name brand. But anyway. And then I do have a new light pad. It's an A3 size, so it's a little bit bigger than my last one. My last one was A4. And I'll tell you, my favorite thing about this light pad is that it has buttons on the side right there. Right here. So you can't accidentally press with your arm or your hand while you have your hand or your arm resting on the pad. And I love that about it. And it is easier for me to diamond paint with a light pad underneath my canvas. So I think I have it on one of the lower settings. Let me see. That should be okay. Hopefully you all can still see everything just fine, even with the light pad on underneath. But yeah, let me zoom in a little bit and we'll get started. Okay, I think this is a good position. Hopefully you guys can see everything and my hand won't get in the way too much. I'm going to lock the focus so that hopefully we don't have an issue with the focus going in and out. All right. So to get started, I do want to say from my last WIP and Chat, which I think might have been a couple weeks ago. What color am I going to start with? I'll do O. I do want to say, if you watched my last WIP and Chat, my washer is actually fine. I think it just needed to be like reset, something in the circuit board. So unplugging it for a little bit and then plugging it back in seems to have done the trick. So it's working well, and that is good. I'm very happy about that. I didn't have to call an electrician or anything. Oh, we got a twofer. I didn't have to call an electrician or anything like that. So that was great. Great for my wallet, especially. Didn't have to spend any money on that. And because I didn't have to deal with that, I was able to go ahead and get my cavities filled. I had, sorry, my stomach made noise and I really hope you guys didn't hear that. But anyway, I was able to get my cavities filled, and I had one that was an old one that was being fixed, but they were right beside each other, and that had to be the quickest dentist filling I've ever had in my life. I was out of there in less than an hour. It was pretty impressive. I'm going to turn this up just a little bit because I need it to be a little bit brighter. Okay, so that is an update on those two previous items. My sister, Annalisa, hi Annalisa, if you're watching, she actually called me and was like, how's your washer? How was your cavities? I was like, what are you talking about? She said, I watched your video. I'm like, oh, okay. So I was like, well, I guess I better update everybody in case they watched. So there you go. But let me know how you guys have been doing since my last WIP Chat. Leave me a comment and let me know what's been going on with you all lately. Anything exciting? And also, I want to know what you're working on. By the way, I don't know if I said it at the beginning of this video. This is a WIP Chat, and WIP, W-I-P, stands for work in progress. This is my work in progress today. I'm pretty sure I said that at the beginning of the video, but I'm just all over the place right now. So sorry about that. If you want to treat this like a podcast and just listen or just have me on in the background for, you know, comfort viewing or whatever, that's fine. Or you're welcome to grab your diamond painting and work alongside me. That would be great. Okay, now that I've gotten that out of the way, even though I don't know if I did it at the beginning. Sorry if I'm repeating myself. I'm a little, like, I don't know. I'm a little out of sorts today for some reason. I'm just in a mood. And maybe part of that is, so if you're a regular viewer of my channel, first of all, thank you for coming back. And if you're not a regular viewer, welcome. I appreciate you being here, and I hope you'll stick around. But anyway, many of you know, if you watch regularly, that my main co-host, Miles, he's not up here right now, but he's usually the one that gets on camera and hangs out in my videos sometimes. So not this past Saturday, but it was the night of the 31st of July. And trigger warning, going to talk about bodily fluids pertaining to cats. So if anything about bodily fluids bothers you, then I'm sorry. You can skip ahead. I'll put chapters on this video so that you can do that. But anyway, well, let me go back a little bit. So I had noticed the week before that Miles was spending a little extra time in the litter box and nothing was happening. Like I couldn't hear anything happening, and it looked like he was trying to go pee, but nothing was happening. And then I started finding little clear puddles right outside the litter box. My cats are going nuts. And I didn't know who it was. And so I set up a camera so that I could possibly catch who it was. Well, I set that up on Thursday. Friday after work, I went to hang out at my sister's. And, oh, my voice cracked. Friday after work, I went to hang out at my sister Donna's. And I came home and Miles showed me, he went to the bathroom in front of me, basically. I was in the bathroom and he decided to pee on the floor in front of me. And I noticed it looked like pink lemonade. So it was tinged with blood. And I have had a cat that has had bladder stones before, or I do have a cat, Maybelline. She's had bladder stones in the past, and that was one of the things that she did. So I called the vet the next morning, and they worked me in, and I took him in, and they did a ultrasound to take a urine sample so they could do a urinalysis, and they did a senior blood panel. He's 9 years old, but they just went ahead and did a senior blood panel workup. And the vet said that they did see little clumps in his bladder, but they weren't sure what they were. They had to wait for the results to come back from the urinalysis and then determine if we needed to do an x-ray at that point to see if it, if it wasn't crystals. And it was just a couple days. They called and told me that he didn't have crystals, that his results from the blood panel were unremarkable. His kidney levels were on the cusp of being in an area where they might be concerned, but they were not there yet. But it was just something to note. But so the vet recommended an x-ray when it was, you know, feasibly possible for me. Because, yeah, it's been a struggle financially with, I mean, I'm still dealing with medical bills from myself, from when I was in the hospital and radiation and all that. So, I just wasn't sure what I was going to do. And I hate that I wasn't more prepared for that, but luckily I do have a care credit card, which I don't know if you're familiar with that, but if you aren't, a care credit card can be used for, you can use it to pay vet bills and medical expenses for yourself. It's not like a traditional credit card, but it's a line of credit for those types of things. And sometimes they'll even do, what do you call it? It's like 6 months no interest to pay it back or whatever. Well, anyway, luckily I have a care credit card, and I am able to put his medical stuff on that card right now. And I don't want to do that, but I have to take care of him. I can't let him suffer, so I'm going to do that. And I did get his x-ray, and he does have bladder stones, as I suspected. So he is going to have surgery to remove them, and his surgery is actually tomorrow. He had his last meal around 7:30 because he's not allowed to eat after 8 tonight. And what is today? Today's the 10th of August. So yeah, I'm going to drop him off around 7:30 in the morning and get him checked in before I go to work. And then I will pick him up after work. I'm going to leave work a little bit early to pick him up and talk to the doctor and get notes on aftercare and everything. They're probably going to want to send him home with a cone of shame, which I know is not the best for going in and out of the litter box. I have covered litter boxes, and when Maybelline had her bladder stones, I made her, I need to pull this back a little bit. I made her a onesie out of some old t-shirt that I had. I just cut it up, and I made it so that it would just tie on the back. Oh, that's not right. So I'm going to try to configure a onesie for him. It's a no-sew, yeah, I got a pattern on it off of a YouTube video. And so I'm going to make one for him. I cannot get this lined up. Oh my gosh. I'm going to make one for him tonight and try it on him and have that ready for tomorrow. There we go. And they'll probably still send me home with a cone, but I will put the onesie on him when I get him in the house. He'll probably still be drugged up enough that I'll be able to do it easily, so shouldn't be an issue. So yeah, that's what's going on with Miles. He's got bladder stones, and he's gonna have to be on a special diet, prescription wet food, which is fine. And I told the doctor, I said, I cannot afford to do prescription wet food and dry food because they would like him to have both, a little bit of both. I picked up too many there. She said it would be fine to do prescription wet food and supplement with the over-the-counter version of the urinary dry food. So that's what I'm going to do. And that's what I did with Maybelline. And she actually didn't like the prescription wet food, and she's been off of prescription food for a while, but she's been doing great. So, and then I'm going to make sure that I give the cats filtered water. They do like to drink out of the faucet, but I will do my best to make sure that they get as much filtered water in their bowl so that they have cleaner water. I need to get some sort of water fountain that can't be knocked over. Maybelline has an issue with knocking fountains over in the past, so I need to find something that's heavy enough that she cannot knock it over. So I'll be researching that. And yeah, I think that'll be beneficial for all the kitties. Anyway, so yeah, I would appreciate any good thoughts and prayers for my baby to be okay. I know he's going to be okay, but I just, I want him to have a smooth recovery, and I just hate the idea that he was suffering and I had no idea. But then he showed me, so that was good. His cats are really good at masking their pain, and the fact that he just stood in front of me and looked at me while he, went on the floor, like, hey, I have a problem. I was just like, and Maybelline did the same thing when it was happening to her a few years ago. I'm just like, you guys are so smart to show me that you have an issue that you need help with. Like, I think that's amazing. So yeah. So that's what's going on with Miles. I think I touched on everything. I made notes before this because I didn't want to miss anything. Oh yeah, I did miss something. So when I took him to the vet, so backtracking to the first appointment, when I took him in there, he was so vocal. He talked probably more than he's ever talked in his whole life at that one vet visit. I know. He weighs 17 pounds. Big boy. He tried to run out that door when she went in there. He was like, let me come with you. It's okay. I know. You're a good boy. And he let them know that he did not appreciate that they were trying to do an ultrasound and rub stuff on his belly. He got alcohol on him, and it was just so cute because when they brought him back in, he had a wet leg and he was shaking it around, but he was so talkative. I could hear him while they had him in the back, like in the room that I was in, and they have metal doors on these, oh my gosh, exam rooms. And I could hear him just talking and talking and talking. And they said he grumbled the whole time, but he was a sweetheart. So, and that's how he is. And he loves people. What he really wanted to do was he wanted to wander all over that whole office and explore all of the rooms, but they would not let him because he was so curious about where he was and who everybody was. It was just so cute. So cute. I did not know what time it is. I'm going to mute myself while I talk to my Amazon device. So pardon me for just a second. What time is it?
It's 9:19 p.m.
Okay, 9:19. So I probably started at 9. Okay, it said it was 9:19, and it looks like I've been filming for 15 minutes. So I'm going to say I started at 9:05 because I need to write this in my logbook. So I'm going to write that down really quick. 9:05. Because I do like to track my hours of how long I spend on these. It's just for fun. I just think it's fun to do. I am one of those people. All right. So that's what's going on with Miles. Let's see. I haven't done too much diamond painting these past few weekends. Wow, I don't know what happened to my speech there. Sorry if I sound a little tired. I don't know what it is, but I don't know. Lately, I've just like been feeling a little blah, and I'm not sure what that's about. Possibly related to my time of the month. I'm really not sure, but I'm just, yeah. I showed you my new light pad. I freaking love it. I love the fact that the buttons are on the side. It's amazing. And I think it was only $22 when I bought it. It's awesome. And I got it on Amazon. And again, it's an A3 size. And I don't know what brand it is. It was just some kind of like random brand where they throw a bunch of letters together, you know. So I've been loving my new light pad. I have been enjoying this art.putty. Highly recommend if you have ABs. This art.putty works amazing with them. It really does. And that is a claim on the product. And it lives up to the claim. What else? Oh yeah. Today, this is exciting. Today I got an email from FeeLook Art asking if I wanted to join their affiliate program and offering me a diamond painting to try out and then film, you know, a couple videos. And I was so excited. That's my first ever like affiliate collab type of thing. I was not expecting to get anything like that anytime soon, since I'm only like almost to 300 subscribers, but that was so exciting. That was so exciting. So yeah, so I'm going to do that. And they sent me a few different cat themed diamond paintings to choose from. So I'm going to do that, and I will get it, and I will be showing it to you all when I get it. Hopefully it works out. So I think it will. I'm very excited about it. I had applied for their affiliate program, and it had been a couple, like maybe a week or so. Not a couple weeks, maybe a week or so. I hadn't heard anything. So I guess they must have finally reviewed it. So I'm thinking maybe it's because of my application. I'm not sure, because the way that they worded the email made it sound like they had just come across my content. So I don't know. But either way, I am thrilled to bits that they made that offer to me. I'm so excited. And of course, I'll have to, you know, make all of the claims and everything in my description and whatnot about affiliate links and whatnot. And of course, I'll do that. Of course. But I'm just excited that I get to try them, because I have been wanting to try this company for a while. I see everyone working on FeeLook Art diamond paintings, and the quality looks amazing, and the different pieces of artwork that they have to offer, like they have a lot of designs that I'm interested in. And yeah, so I'm excited about that. I am so excited about it. Like when I saw that, I was like, is this real? And it is. It was. So yeah. So that is pretty cool. It feels like some kind of milestone. I don't know. Oh yeah. So speaking of milestones, so I follow some channels that it's amazing to me. It is amazing to me that there are people on YouTube who can make videos, who are successful at making videos about making videos on YouTube. I'm like, what? That's a thing. There are people who create content to help other people learn how to create content and to do it well and do it successfully, so that, you know, you get views and subscribers and blah, 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 and you become a, like, there's all kinds of different avenues, like how to be a better speaker, how to set up your shots, how to set up your lighting, how to film overhead, how to film people, and, you know, all kinds of different aspects. How to get monetized in this amount of days, how to make or like join affiliate programs, all kinds of different stuff. Like there's so much education on YouTube, but then there are like little pockets of specific parts of learning to do things. I just think it's so neat. And some of the channels that I've been watching, I will put on because like I really vibe with people who, when they talk on their channels, it's just like they're just talking to me like we're hanging out. And so sometimes I put those people on just to have something on in the background, kind of like what I told you guys to do, if you are interested in that. Because it just sounds like a comforting voice in the room. And then if I pick anything up from it, information like to learn, then that's a bonus. Excuse me. So anyway, a few of them popped up on my feed today because apparently as of February 1st, 2027, YouTube is changing their partner program to where you have to have, I think it's 500 subscribers and 8,000 watch hours before you can join their partner program and get monetized. And right now, I believe it is 4,000 valid watch hours. So smaller creators or people who are trying to get monetized quickly, that are not monetized yet, obviously, are going to have to work harder and bust their butts to get more watch hours in so they can get their monetization or join the YouTube partner program before February 1st, 2027, because anybody who joins before that date, when it switches over to 8,000 hours required, gets grandfathered in. And then there's a whole other set of requirements for shorts, which I'm not trying to make my thing about shorts. I have uploaded some shorts, but that's like a supplemental thing. I mainly want to do the long form content. And I'm not in a race to get monetized or anything like that. Whenever it happens, cool. I'm doing this for fun. And, you know, if I get to work with a diamond painting company like FeeLook or maybe Diamond Art Club later on, that's enough for me. Like, that's exciting for me. The monetization, if that ever comes, would just be a bonus, and that would be nice. It's a nice to have, you know. But I'm not like one of these big creators who's trying to become super famous and get their name out there and like have their YouTube be their business, be their brand. Which is great that that's an option for a lot of people. I mean, it's pretty cool that we live in an age where you can be a YouTuber or you can do social media and that's your job. Sometimes you know, I wouldn't say that everyone that does it is amazing, but it's cool that it's an option for people and people who do it really well and, you know, have good channels that have quality content. I just, you know, I watch a lot of YouTube, so I think it's neat. But yeah, I thought that was interesting. That was an interesting change that got announced today or last night, and people are talking about it. These YouTube channels that teach you about making YouTube channels, they're all talking about it. So I thought that was interesting. It was kind of sad because people in the comments, because these people really do help other people to start their channels, and reading some of the comments from people who have been working really hard to get their views and get their name out there. Some of them were commenting that they were just like disheartened and bummed, and it's like, you know, it's, you know, it is kind of a bummer, I guess, if that's what your big goal is. But you just gotta work a little bit harder, I guess, to get there before February 1st, 2027. But anyway, so School started back today for our county, and traffic was not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I was very pleasantly surprised. I got to work around my usual time, a few minutes early, and it was great. But I am not going to let that fool me because, yeah, it could easily do that. So I'm still planning on trying to leave earlier like I did today. Well, of course, tomorrow I'm dropping Miles off, so I won't have to worry about that because I'm going to be getting to work late anyway. And I stayed over today to make up for that, so it's good. What else? A couple weeks ago, I went to a knit and crochet night. There's a local group that I joined years ago, and I kind of fell off after, you know, the big Rona thing happened, and then I went sporadically to meetups once in a while. But I went a few weeks ago, and I was like, I need to go. I need to start being regular again. I need to get back into my knitting and my crochet. And I have a WIP parade of that up. It's on my channel. If you haven't seen it, I will put a card up in the corner here, a link to it, so you can check that out if you want to. So you can see what works I have in progress that I need, the long time WIPs that I need to get back to. But anyway, so I went to a meetup a couple weeks ago, and I had a great time. And then I went to the next one. I almost opted out, but I was like, no, I'm going to go. I'm going to be social. I'm going to be regular again. And I had a good time again, and it was great. I did not go this past week, though, because something else was happening. I can't remember, but I had something else going on. So I didn't go this past week, but I'm going to try to go next week and get back into the habit of doing my yarny thing with knitting and crochet. And I'm going to take one of the WIPs that I showed in that video with me. I'm not sure which one yet, but I am. And I'm going to work on it, dadgummit. I'm going to get those done because I need to. And I have been mostly single placing this whole time, and it's been very satisfying. I think I've done a few multi-placements. Multi-placings. I multi-placed a few times. I don't know what the term is. But I'm enjoying single placing quite a bit. Yeah, and I like this pen. I didn't even realize. I forgot I'm using this new pen, and I'm enjoying it. I gotta say, I'm enjoying this one a lot more than the Halovike pen. I don't think it's the pen per se. I think it's this placer. If you didn't watch that video, I did a budget haul video where I unboxed these two pens and compared these to my Diamond Art Club placers, and these have threaded tips. But I didn't think I would mind this placer as much, but I do. I don't like it. I've gotten spoiled on these thin and narrow ones. I feel like I can just see more. I don't know why. I feel like for some reason this, it seems weird, but I feel like it blocks my view of what, because when you put this down, you can see, I don't know, it's just visually, it's easier for me to see what's happening than with this. Like this feels like a wall is up and I can't see everything. So I've tried using this. I don't like it as much as I'm liking these. And this single placer is okay, but it's definitely a little fatter than this one. This one I'm enjoying. So, but I do like this, the actual pen part. I like that. So I might have to get more threaded placers that are like these for that green pen. Anyway, threw in a quick little review there, I guess. Oh. What else? What else? We had our state primaries. I voted last Thursday. Got myself an I voted sticker for my journal. So that was nice. What else? Is that all of the U's? I think it might be. I think I hit them all. Okay. I don't know what else. I thought oh yeah. Okay, I referred to my notes. See, this is why I write things down, because I won't remember if I don't. I literally have notes here. Yeah, I typed them up because that's the kind of person I am. Let's see. I talked about the knit and crochet night. Oh yeah. Okay, so it's August. Any other planner girlies out there, let me know, when did it hit for you to start shopping for your new planner for next year? Have you already gotten it? Because I am on the lookout. I've been using a bullet journal the past several years, and I really finally think that this may be the year I go back to a planner. But the one I've been looking at, it's called Aura Estelle. That's the name of the brand. They have a daily planner that has monthly and weekly, like a week on one page view, and daily pages. And it's thin, nice paper that doesn't bleed through, and it's almost like a planner and a bullet journal combined, and I think I might have to get it. I think I may try it. Oops. Oh, come on. I swear. Okay, I don't know if it's, I feel like a lot of these drills, that's the issue I'm having with this, is some of these drills are a little uneven. And that has contributed to some of my not enjoyment of this diamond painting. I've got another 2 for here. Okay, let me see if I can separate it. It's dangling. See that? There's 2 stuck together. I'm doing ABs. Okay. Yeah, my issue has been that quite a few of the drills, there are different height consistencies, and I'm get really frustrated with that. But do you see how well that laid down? Those ABs? I'm telling you, this art dot putty is amazing. They have different colors, but I got the blue. I might try one of the other colors sometime. And I love the tin that it comes in. That was good. That was a good little multi-place right there. I would like to get a 12 placer from Diamond Art Club. Oop. That didn't go as planned. These are different heights. It's not the putty, I'm telling you. I'm telling you, it's killing me. Okay. Ugh. I hate that feeling when you scrape against your drills. Okay. Anyway, I would like to get a 12 placer from Diamond Art Club. This is a 9 placer. And I've worked quite a lot with an 8 placer. But I think I could handle a 12 placer. Some people have those 25 placers. Those things are crazy big. They look cool though. I haven't seen any on Amazon. I think you have to get them from like a place like Temu or AliExpress, and I don't shop from those places, so. But if you have found one on Amazon, send me a link. Let me know, because I would like to try a 25 placer, as ridiculous as they look. They're so big. It's crazy. Let's see. This piece has a lot more confetti than I thought when I originally unboxed it. I might go back to single placing a little bit, because I'm getting frustrated with the height, the height differences with these drills. Oh, there's nothing on that, and I'm just rubbing it. Oh my goodness. Well, my mom called me today out of the blue. I was at work. She video chatted me on Facebook Messenger. And she was like, how come you don't come visit me? And my parents had been sick. My dad was sick. And mom said, she was like, no, I wasn't sick. It was just dad. I think he had strep. But anyway, she was like, come see us. And I was like, okay, I know. I just haven't I don't know. I just haven't been over there. So I need to go visit. So I will go visit sometime this week. I didn't realize I hadn't been over there in that long. It's only been a few weeks, but I thought it was cute that she called me on video chat to tell me to come over. That was really sweet. My mom cannot text to save her life, but she can sure make a video phone call. It's cute. All right. I think that is all I have to say right now. So I'm going to continue to diamond paint and finish this section. And maybe I'll do a time lapse like I did last time. Because for me personally, when people do whip and chats, I like to see the finished section. So that's why I want to do that for you guys. So if you want to stick around and watch the rest, that would be great. If you don't, then thank you for watching to this point, and I appreciate you. And please don't forget to hit that like button before you click away, and definitely leave me a comment to let me know what you are working on lately. Okay? All right. So I am going to just play a little bit of music and speed this up and get this section finished, and then I'll show you all the end before I go. Okay. What time is it?
It's 10:45 p.m.
10:45 p.m. Okay, well, I am done with that section. Let me see if I feel anything that's sticking up at all. That is going to be it for tonight's WIP Chat. This is what I've gotten to. Let me turn the slide off. So I've gotten this much done. So I have one row left. So not bad. So most of the flower is done. Good portion of the butterfly. And yeah, and those ABs are looking nice. All right. Thank you so much for joining me, my friends, for this WIP Chat. Please, if you wouldn't mind, give this video a thumbs up. It would be very much appreciated and definitely helps my channel out. And before you leave, don't forget to drop me a comment about what you were working on or what you did while you hung out with me today. I'd like to know what you got done. And thank you again to my returning subscribers for visiting with me. I really appreciate you coming back to visit. And anyone who is new that came by today, thank you so much for stopping by my channel. Again, my name is Angela, and I mostly upload diamond painting related videos, but I have sprinkled in some journaling content, some stationery stuff, and I recently added in a little bit of crochet and knitting. So I'm planning on including a little bit more of that. So if any of that sounds appealing to you, I hope you'll consider subscribing. And after you click subscribe, make sure you hit that bell icon so that you can be notified whenever I upload new content. That'll turn on your notifications so you'll know when I upload. All right. I think I've repeated myself a few times. Sorry about that, guys. I'm just a little out of it today. But I hope you get to spend some time creating today. I hope you have a wonderful evening or day, afternoon, whatever it is when you're watching this. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you at my next video. Bye!